What's going on, everyone? Anthony here with AHT Toys, and I hope you guys all had a very happy New Year's, great holidays in general. Sorry for the lack of videos lately. I just haven't found very many figures to review. Obviously, with Power Rangers not having anything new out, I haven't been able to find the newest Marvel Legends wave yet. Personally, I have found the newest Transformers. I don't know if you guys are actually interested in those reviews. Those reviews are a little bit harder to do, mainly due to the transformation process that's involved of doing it on camera or not. I'm just not used to that type of thing. But if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments down below and I'll consider starting to review those. But today what we have here is the Lanard's Hunter Series Predator collection. These are Walmart exclusives, and if you're not familiar with Lanard, they make some very basic figures normally in like some 3 3/4 inch scale figures, but it looks like they're starting to dip their toes in the 1/12 scale figures, and they're starting off with a 7-inch Predator figure. Now, as I said, these are Walmart exclusives. These have 25 points of articulations. The boxes themselves are very nice, very collector friendly. Back here you have a static shot of the Jungle Hunter Predator, 25 points of articulations, his wrist blades, and a few of his accessories. The other two figures in the line, so you have the current one, which is the Jungle, the City, and the Berserker. So yeah, not very much up top, not very much at the bottom. So yeah, what do you say we go and crack this bad boy open and see how cool he actually is? Alright guys, so here we have the Jungle Hunter out of its packaging. And you know what? This is a pretty good looking figure. I don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning, but this is only a $10 figure. And that's pretty crazy, considering it has 25 points of articulation. I'm not sure if it actually has the said 25 points of articulation, but we'll get into that once we start looking at his articulation. But overall, for a $10 figure, this is pretty good. So you have a 7-inch figure here, very articulated. It comes with this nice little backdrop, so if you want to display him in it, that is an option right there. So that's pretty good. If not, obviously you don't have to. But the figure itself is very poseable, very dynamic action poses that you can get him into for a $10 figure. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not going to like sit here and try to whirl it too far into it, but you get some dynamic poses. Overall, it looks very good. The clear not translucent, but the clearish plastic they chose makes for a very nice cloaked looking Predator figure. His wrist blades are very semi-detailed. Has some nice ridges in it. They're decently long. The detailing on his little gauntlet right here, the detailing on this side. His helmet sculpt is actually really nice. Obviously, this does not come with an unhelmeted head sculpt, which is kind of a bummer, but once again, it's a little $10 figure. His little shoulder cannon right here does swivel to the side. It is on a peg that will swivel at the bottom on its own. Let's see here. It has some, I guess some grass or moss going on. I don't really know what this is. It does break up the clear looking plastic up a bit. It would have been nice maybe to have an all clear one to have that little, truly cloaked look all the way up and down. Maybe a variant in the future. The back is sculpted very nicely. Some nice wrinkles going on here on his little skirt, I guess you could call it. Little knee pads right there. The dreads are sculpted in very nicely. It does look like it's the helmet is a separate piece. I don't know if there's, it just kind of like clicks in, I guess. I don't know if it's glued in. Is there, if there is a helmeted, yeah, I don't think there's an unhelmeted version. I don't really want to break this, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's actually anything behind his helmet. But yeah, overall great figure, especially for being $10. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at his accessories. Obviously, he has his shoulder-mounted cannon right there. It does rotate. Yeah, doesn't really look up, just kind of goes left to right, or full 360 rather. You got his wrist blades right here that stick out pretty far. Not too bad. And I was mistaken about the accessories on the back of the box, how they had 3. Apparently, they each come with one of their own. So this one comes with his Electro Claw, which isn't bad. It's just all, yeah, it doesn't extend or anything. It's just all one silver molded plastic. Looks pretty good. Not too bad. Not super detailed, but not super plain either. Like I said, it's a $10 figure. Does fit right into his hand right there, so he has his electro prong thing or whatever. So the disc and the bigger shoulder cannons will come with one of the other Predators, the 3 in this line. So as far as height comparison goes, he is in the 1/12 scale range. So this figure is a 7-inch figure, so it will scale nicely with the 6-inch figure, seeing as how he is supposed to be taller. So there he is next to a 6-inch Power Rangers action figure. Then we have him next to a 6-inch Marvel Legends figure. There we go. If you just, Cyclops will just stand up there for a second. There you go. And then I don't have any of their 7-inch Alien collection. I do have a couple of their 3 3/4 inch collection. They don't really scale well, obviously, but that is how they sit next to each other. Here is a drone one, if you want to see that. And then a runner, which probably sits too low. But that's how these 3-inch or 3 3/4 inch figures scale next to the 7-inch Predator. As soon as I get some of the 7-inch Aliens, I'll obviously go ahead and review those and compare those side by side. But yes. There you go. So what do you say we get into this articulation? So for his head, it is on a ball joint. So it will do a 360, but it is hindered a bit by the dreads and the shoulder cannon right here. So it does get some very nice side to side. Up very nicely. Down very nicely. It is on a very nice ball joint. Probably one of the better ball joints I've seen, especially for a $10 figure. He does have some shoulder hinges. It'll go out that far on this arm. Not as far on this arm, mainly due to the shoulder padding right here hitting the shoulder cannon. So that's as far as this side will go out. This side will rotate full 360. This side will go up that far, back pretty far. It is on a single jointed elbow. It does rotate at the elbows. It is wrist, I guess, swivel, no hinging, so it will do full 360. Do these blades come out? I don't know if they come out, so I'm not going to pull on that. So there you go. It is on a, I guess, a ball joint on the lower waist. So we'll do a full 360. Look back pretty far. Look down pretty far. It is missing the ab crunch, unfortunately. See here, same here. No, yeah, no hinging. Ball jointed hips will go out about that far. Kick forward about that far. Skirt kind of hinders it. Kick forward, backwards about that far. Single jointed knee. No rotation at the knee. No rotation at the boot cuff or the calf. Then you do have a ankle swivel that's on a ball joint, so we'll go forward about that far. Back, oh, I don't know if you would consider that back. That's back. Does kind of rotate side to side. Full 360. So yeah. I don't know if you guys were kind of counting along. I was kind of counting in my head. I don't really see how this is 25 points of articulation. At best, I counted 18. You got 10 right here in the arms, 6 right here in the legs, right here. Maybe 20 if you count the cannon, since it moves at the top and the bottom. I'm not sure what they're considering points of articulation. Maybe they consider the up, down, left, right, and the full turnaround as its own. So if you, I guess you did count all the ways the head can move, that's 25. But if you just count the one head movement, since it is on a ball joint, and then you don't count this, it's only 18. But if they counted those and these, that would be 25 technically. I don't know where they're counting their 25. So, I mean, if they counted these separately and this separately, that is 25 without these being separate, and this is just one, and this is nothing, that's only 18. So yeah, overall, like I said, $20 figure, scales really well with other 6-inch figures. I can't wait to get my hands on all the other ones, maybe even the Alien figures. But I mean, for $10, go to your local Walmarts. They have started hitting stores this month. Great figure. So until next time, guys, later.